Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. I just pulled into the visitor center of Petit Jean State Park here in Arkansas, and we are going to be camping here for the next couple days. They gave me a map whenever I came in and told me to go and scout it out to see what would work best for us. So I've come back to reserve the spot. We're going to be camping in Site 104. Okay, we secured our campsite for 2 nights here at Petit Jean, and we're going to really enjoy this. I need to put this on the placard so that they'll know that that is our site. It was $25 a night. There's 3 of us here, so you can have up to 8 people per campsite. We also picked up 2 bundles of firewood. They are $6 a bundle, and so Dee's pulling around so that we can get that all set up, and then we're off to see the campsite. I'm so excited. So many of you have recommended coming here and said that it's your favorite park, and I learned a few things about this park. It's actually one of the oldest parks here in Arkansas. In fact, it was the original park. They wanted it to be a national park, but the National Park Service did not accept it for some reason, and so they decided to instead make it into a state park. So it's really, really cool, and I thought that that fact was pretty neat. They do have Wi-Fi available over at the lodge, so if you're staying here and you have bad service, then you can go over there. They also have signal over at the visitor center where we just were. So with that said, let's load up this wood. Oh, Dee's finding us the bundles of a little bit drier wood, and then I'm gonna go in here and get one too. They also have ice available if you need it, and a few things in the visitor center itself. There's a little store outside of the park as well, and there's a lot of exploring that we're gonna be doing while we're staying here, so you'll have to watch a couple of these videos. Today I mostly wanted to focus on the act of camping here and telling you what the campsites are like, show you our experience, and just overall how we slept while here, if it's quiet or not. But I will be showing you a little bit of the campground itself so you can kind of see what's available, and this is about to be so much fun. Now, when I was in the visitor center, they asked me to put this on the post. So we just made it to our campsite. So we're going to put this right here. And they said this is super important to do because it indicates when you're supposed to be here and when you're not. So they'll be changing this, but we don't change this. They do. So here we are, little tiny vehicles. I can already hear the birds. This is making me really happy. And not all the sites are the same. As you can see, whenever we're driving through the camp, some are bigger, some are smaller, some are a little bit more level than others. So if you have a need to be a bit more level, make sure you ask, because they do have in the description at the office the site descriptions, which tells you a little bit more about the levelness of each one of them. And so yeah, that was a good indicator of what we needed to know. Okay, Dee is putting our firewood out. There's some fire starters, and you can see we have a little fire ring. It looks like it might need to be cleaned out just a little bit. Someone left an aluminum pan in there, which is not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. The campsite has a little lantern hook for us. And my favorite, no sags, no drags. This is a nice table so we can prepare our food. And I really like that they're using these kind of tables as opposed to the wooden ones for obvious reasons. There is also a grill here, and as you can see, the forest behind is beautiful. And it's barely noticeable that there is a roadway back here. Now, when it comes to spacing, you can see where Dee's van is right over here. There is another campsite, but there's still a little bit of a buffer with the trees, which makes it nice. And then across the way, you can see we have a neighbor over there, but again, we're divided by the roadway through. Now, this site also has a few other things that you might not think about whenever you're planning your adventures. Like, for example, we typically don't care if we stay at a site that necessarily has access to showers, water, electric, things like that, because we're self-contained. However, they have all of those things here, as well as recycling and trash. So all of the basics definitely are covered here in the natural state. We love that. Like, for example, let's see, water. Yeah, there is actually water at our campsite. And then there's this guy, which looks like it has all the fixins here for us. I do have a shore power connection. However, it's not something I typically look for, but that is why the sites are $25, because they have the water and also the electric here right close to where you're staying. Now, this is considered to be a primitive site in comparison to the big boy connections over in Loop A. However, even with that, this is really nice. So now it's time for us just to unwind and enjoy ourselves. So I think I'm gonna get my van set up for the next, couple of days, and let's enjoy this. Looks like Riley beat me to the chase. She's putting up her window covers right now. And let's go check on Dee. What is Dee up to? What is Dee up to? She looks like she's already just lounging. Nope, she's filling up her water. So now's my turn. I got a lot to do, and I think this is gonna be a really nice place to stay. We'll see. Arkansas, what you got in mind for us? It's over here. It's over here. It was over here.
Oh! Sorry, Tyson. I dropped my phone on you. That could not have been pleasant.
We're blind. There's a fly. Tyson's angry.
Maybe we need to let it.
Riley's hitting things. It's so scary.
It's right there.
You can do it. You can do it. Get 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 it. Oh! Did you get it?
Did you?
I did, but
Yeah.
It fell?
Oh no. Oh no.
Here? Is it over here? Did it fall in your cup? Get well and stay well. How appropriate.
It's not so well now.
I don't see it anywhere.
maybe I didn't.
I understand you, Tyson. I feel you.
Alright, well, we shall see if I got it.
Yeah.
Dun
it
dun
fell.
dun. To be continued. Waking up this morning to our views. Last night it was pretty nice here and I slept so well. It got a little bit cold and even this morning there was a little bit of a chill in the air, but that's okay. I slept so cozy in my little van and I truly enjoyed this site. We started a little fire. We had a good time just having conversations. We made some dinner last night. We made a full vegan meal. It was really great. And now I think that we're getting around to start getting ready to explore. And so it's going to be really fun. I'm not sure what we're going to get into today. Petit Jean has a variety of different trails. And then also some really cool places that you can just go. When we stopped off at the visitor center, they gave us a map and explained where the sunrise and sunset points are, so you can go and capture the park in its best light at any time of day. They have some interesting history here, and so I think I'm going to explore a little bit and just share that with you on some upcoming videos so you can kind of see what all there is to offer here. But this was one of the coolest state parks already, just based on the fact that there's so many neat things. Even the drive up here, very pretty. You start to ascend into the mountains and you go through these fields of just cattle and green spaces. And then finally, after you get here, it's just really nice. We noticed that after 10:30, it was super, super, super quiet and not too bad. And would I recommend this campsite? Yeah, I would. Now, usually I do think that they want you to have 2 vehicles here, but because we're small, they did make a concession for us because we're very small. However, most of the sites are not big enough for 3 vehicles. I will say that. So whenever you're planning your trip, If you're coming on a weekend, book out in advance. They book out very quickly. It's a very popular state park. If you are coming up and just trying to grab a site during the week or something, sometimes they have availability. But she did tell me that in the summer months, that is a lot less just because this is so popular.